Preparation of colloids. Colloids can be prepared by different methods. The first method is chemical method. Colloids can be prepared by different chemical reaction which will lead to the formation of molecules, and these molecules will then aggregate to form salts. So we could say the hydrophilic or lyophobic colloids can be prepared by various chemical techniques such as double decomposition technique, oxidation technique, reduction technique, and hydrolysis technique. The second method of preparation of colloids is electrical disintegration or Bredig arc method. So this is being applied to obtain colloidal soles of metals like gold, silver, and platinum. And an electric arc is stuck between the electrodes of the metal which is immersed in the dispersion medium. Then the intense heat which is being produced will vaporize the metal and then condenses to form particles of colloidal size. So this is also one of the important method which is being used to prepare colloids. The third method of preparation of colloids is peptization. It is the process of converting a precipitate into colloidal sole by shaking it with dispersion medium in the presence of a small amount of electrolyte. And the electrolyte which is being used for this purpose, we call it as peptizing agent. So it is an electrolyte which is used to convert fresh precipitate into a colloidal solution. So such precipitates are aggregates of colloidal particles and it is held by weak forces. So it is a method which is being used for the preparation of colloids. So once the colloidal solutions are being prepared, it needs to be purified. So the process which is used for reducing the amount of impurities to a required minimum, it is called as purification of colloids. So there are also different methods which is being used for the purification of colloids. The first method is dialysis. Dialysis is a process of removing a dissolved substance from a colloidal solution by means of diffusion through a suitable membrane. So for the purpose of dialysis, we are using an apparatus which is called as dialyzer and a bag with a suitable membrane containing the colloid is suspended in a vessel through which the fresh water will flow continuously and the impurities will diffuse through the membrane into the water, leaving behind the colloids. So it is a method which is being used for the purification of colloids. The second method is electrodialysis. This is also a method of purification of colloids. In this, another membrane separation technology in which the ionized species are allowed to pass through an ion exchange membrane by means of an external applied electric field. This method is being used as just an enhancement of the method of dialysis because dialysis is considered to be a quite slow process and the process can be made faster by applying an electric field if the dissolved substance in the impure colloidal solution is only an electrolyte. Hence, in simple we could say electrodialysis is just an advancement or it is just to speed up the process of dialysis. The third method of purification is ultrafiltration. It is the process of separating colloidal particles from the soluble solutes, that is nothing but the impurities, using specially prepared filters which are permeable to all the substances except the colloid. Colloidal particles can usually pass through filter paper as the pores are too large enough. And the next method of purification is ultracentrifugation. In this process, the colloidal solution is taken in a tube which is placed in ultracentrifuge. On rotating the tube at very high speed, the colloidal particles will settle down at the bottom of the tube and the impurities will remain in the solution. So, the settled particles are mixed with dispersion medium to regenerate the sol. So, this method is also being used for the purification of colloidal particles. And next we have to look at the properties of colloid. Colloids have colligative properties, that is, the value of colligative properties are of small order as compared to the values which is being shown by the true solution at same concentration. Then colloidal solutions shows Tyndall effect. Tyndall effect is nothing but the scattering of light by the particles which is present in the colloidal solution when it is viewed at right angles to the passage of light. The third property is color. The color of the colloidal solution will actually depend upon the wavelength of the light scattered by the dispersed particles, size and nature of the dispersed particle, and the manner in which it is being viewed. Then the charge on the colloidal particles, that is, colloidal particles will always carry an electric charge. And a very important property of colloidal solution is Brownian movement. Colloidal particles move in zigzag path, and this type of motion is because of the colliding molecules of dispersion medium constantly with the colloidal particles, and that movement it is called as Brownian movement. Hence, colloids, the preparation, its properties and the purification is one of the important concepts from the chapter Surface Chemistry. Surface chemistry, most of the concepts are theoretical, hence it is very simple to score marks from this chapter.